The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
The kick by Crosby is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. The drive starts with a run by White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Rodgers going to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They go back to the ground with Jones. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Crosby is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Now Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the Packers Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 10-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll power his way up near the 25. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On 1st down, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Cover! Hey, don't take me sick!
Here's Brady to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On play action, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman as time expires in the first half.
And the Buccaneers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Ryan Succop on for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Brady gives this to White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Brady going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers on the out route. Dobbs brings it in. He'll get it inside the 20. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 42 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, now Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Rodgers. He finds his receiver, Watson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 3/4 in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. from the gun. Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Here's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Brady. He's got his man. It's White. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now receiver in motion left.
Hey, go 66.
Brady's going to look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken from about the 12.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. An inside give to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. In motion, the tight end. Rodgers looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's able to find Melton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. On play action, now Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tonyan. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan from 21 yards away. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something."
He's got a man complete, and they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10, just outside the 30. On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They run straight ahead here with White, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. He completes it right side to White. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
One final try now for Brady. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.